Counterpoint.
What's the status on the Six Sigma initiative we started?
I'm sorry, sir, but it has been stalled because of a requirement pending with another department for the last 2 months.
Then why didn't you escalate the matter immediately?
We did, sir, but then the GM had come visiting last month and we diverted all our resources towards the DDD. I mean the desk decoration drive, sir.
So you got one task and forgot about the others.
No, sir. We have also been working on the NXS and the IBY initiatives.
What? But the NXS was 3 months ago. It should have been done by now.
Yes, sir, but we haven't heard from the other branches yet. And we cannot proceed without a consensus from all branch heads.
And, sir, on the IBY initiative, we have finished collecting and analyzing the data, sir.
Then what are you waiting for?
We have mailed you the presentation, sir, and have been waiting for further directions from you.
But, sir, you were abroad for the seminar, so we thought we would...
Nothing happens here without me. I leave the office for 1 week and everything seems to have come to a standstill. You guys don't work hard enough and always have excuses to cover up for your inefficiency. Even with the 4 of you, you couldn't complete these simple tasks.
But sir, we are overloaded with too many tasks.
Nonsense! You have to be able to multitask and deliver more.
That's what we all believe, isn't it? Seems logical. You take on more work at the same time and stretch yourself to get more output. So multitasking means more productivity, right? Let's find out. Would you like to participate in a small experiment to see how efficient multitasking really is? Sir, I asked if you like to participate in a small experiment.
You mean me?
Yes, sir. You.
An experiment?
Yes, to see how efficient multitasking is.
Sure.
Okay, you have to type the characters A to T on the computer on your left and the numbers 1 to 20 on the computer on your right. Both tasks are urgent and you are the only resource. So you will have to multitask, which means you have to enter only one character at a time and shift computers after every entry.
Okay, I think I can handle this. I'm ready to go.
Great, let's get started then. Oh, great, you are done. Let's see. You completed both the tasks in just about 1 minute 32 seconds. And now, for the second part of the experiment, we will try this again, but a little differently.
Okay.
This time, we try doing the tasks one at a time. You can choose to start any task first, finish that, and then move on to the next one when you like.
Well, yeah, okay. Seems simple enough.
All right, then let's go. Oh, there. Let's see. Well, this time you did it in just about 28 seconds. That's less than half the previous time.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Let's take a closer look at the time taken in both the approaches. What do you think happened?
Well, the first time I started both the tasks early, but it seems it took much longer to finish them both.
Yes. Whereas the second time, you started your second task only after finishing the first.
True. Moreover, I had to work so much harder the first time.
And yet, despite working hard, the overall task took much longer. Why do you think that happened? Let's take a look at the graphs to understand. As you can see here, the red areas mark the time you take to set up for the task. It's the setup set down time. The green areas mark the time when the task is actually happening. This is the touch time. Finally, the white areas mark the idle time. That is, when there is no output on the given task. As you can see, in the first attempt a lot of time was wasted due to continuous interruptions.
And the second time, by completing each task at once, I avoided any interruptions at all.
Which allowed you to complete the tasks faster, thus bringing down the overall lead time. Also, every time you get interrupted, there is an associated setup and set down time.
That is because I need to catch up where I had left the task last.
Yes, by limiting this setup set down time to only once per task, as you did in the second attempt.
I can free up enough capacity to do more tasks within the same time.
Yes, absolutely. So we see that multitasking causes loss of capacity, expanding lead time on every task, high stress, more rework.
True, but this was only an experiment. In real life, every project is handled by a group of people who might also be involved in other projects at the same time. Every project requires inputs at multiple stages, any of which could prove to be a potential roadblock. In such a situation, one cannot wait idle until a resolution is found. That is sheer wastage of capacity. One has to divert the resources to another ongoing task to maintain optimum use of resources.
Yes, you are right. However, imagine what would happen if we kept on adding tasks without addressing the ones in progress immediately. 1. Resources get divided, reducing overall output. 2. Different priorities cause unwarranted conflicts. 3. Multiple open ends on different tasks and slower progress for all tasks. 4. Too many pending tasks clog the management, thus preventing issues from being addressed effectively.
I see what you mean. The main issues arise because of starting too many tasks at once despite limited resources. As managers, we seek instant solutions, and thus, every time we see a problem, we immediately launch a new task to resolve that, thus eventually end up with too many tasks and an overloaded system. But how do we resolve this?
The solution really is to 1. Drastically reduce and limit the number of open projects in the system. 2. Ensure that a new project is started only after an ongoing one is complete. 3. Use the free capacity to review the WIP regularly. Identify and eliminate roadblocks timely. 4. Prioritize the waiting projects. Ensure that required inputs are ready beforehand. As a result,
Projects get completed on time. Efficient workflow means better output.
Lesser errors, hence lesser rework, and a happier workplace.
this is what we call flow management.